Don't get my code. Secret code.
For Sergeant John Peck, getting around these days is a little easier thanks to his new smart home. Peck's house, located in Spotsylvania, Virginia, has been designed just for him.
The hallways are bigger, the doorways are bigger. It just makes it easier so I don't have to worry about running into doors or hitting the walls or bumping into things.
In May 2010, on his second tour of duty with the U.S. Marines, Peck was severely injured in Afghanistan. An improvised explosive device blew off both of his legs and his right arm.
I remember, I had glasses on, but they came off, and I couldn't see anything. I could tell I was really messed up, and somebody was working. I think 3 guys, it looked like 3 guys were working on me. So I knew I was in pretty bad shape. And I was like, I don't want to die here, don't let me die here, and I black out.
A bad infection caused Peck's left arm to be amputated. He spent 3 months in a coma and was in recovery for 2 years.
Well, at first I was kind of upset, of course, because I was like, well, they took my arms and legs, thank you. But eventually I just got over things and I was like, there's no reason to be upset about this stuff anymore.
During that time, Peck received some good news. Actor Gary Sinise's Veterans Foundation had heard Peck's story and decided to build him a smart home. Since its start in 2011, the Gary Sinise Foundation and its partners have created nearly 30 homes.
John doesn't have any arms, he doesn't have any legs, so we wanted to make him a home that was going to be specifically designed to help him get around a little bit easier. The arms and legs aren't going to come back. It's not going to change. You know, if you have a home living space that you can go to where you feel comfortable and safe and you can manage in your home, that's going to give you a fighting chance to have a happy life.
That's all the lights.
With the help of an iPad, Peck can turn on the TV, control the temperature, and raise and lower cabinets. Peck, who also depends on his mother and a service dog for help, says without the smart home, life would be a lot more difficult.
I'd be miserable. I would be. It'd be a pain to have to raise my chair up and be like, okay, well, am I gonna run into the stove, or to have to brush my teeth, countertops have to be lower since I'm lower. Just makes everything easier.
To raise money for homes like this one, Sinise created the Lieutenant Dan Band.
Everybody clap your hands, here we go!
I've been playing for 10, 11 years, solid, hundreds of concerts. And it's not a money-making venture for me. I use the band to raise money and awareness for our military and first responder communities.
The band is named after Sinise's Oscar-nominated role in the 1994 film Forrest Gump.
I never thanked you for saving my life.
Sinise says he never would have imagined the impact his Lieutenant Dan character would have on veterans.
They kind of related to the fact that I played a catastrophically injured soldier. I'd walk into a hospital room and somebody was missing arms and legs, and they'd start talking about the movie, and I'd realize, oh, this is an icebreaker here. This is a conversation piece. They think I know what they're going through because I played that character. They seem to recognize that character as somebody that has a positive and resilient story. They all want that story in the end. We want that for every single one of our wounded. They've given a lot, and we want them all to have a positive life, and we want them to move on from their injuries.
Peck hopes to move forward in his own life. In January, he will find out if he's a candidate for an arm transplant. If all goes well, a leg transplant could follow. And then?
I'm gonna be a chef. That's what I've always wanted to do. Well, since I was a little bit older. I'm a good cook.
In the meantime, Peck remains grateful for the Gary Sinise Foundation.
It means a lot to me for what they did and everything. I wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for them.
Lauren Moraski, CBSNews.com.